Debatable.
Well, we'll see how this goes today. I love the way you put my guys down. But you know this. They've got to cover, and they have to...
Brady, screen pass to Blood. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Call it a pickup of 7, and they're going to have a third down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it first and goal. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
They'll go to Blunt, try and pound it in. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. LeGarrette Blunt taking it in from a yard out. And the Patriots drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. To return, here comes Marcus Sherrills. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. They'll come out in the pistol. And he motions the wide receiver. A first down throw for Bradford. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It's a gain of 24 that time. And that leads to a Minnesota first down. And a nice pitch and catch to pick up the reception against man coverage.
Both of them read how much yardage they needed, figured what they had to do, and were able to beat the man coverage for the completion.
First down, Bradford. He's got time. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to...
Now hold everything here. We're going to get it. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now a second down throw for Bradford. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. That'll be a gain of 15 yards. And that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. It's a gain of 3, and it gets him the first.
On 3rd and 1, it seems natural to just turn and hand it to the biggest guy you have in the backfield. But usually, he's not the primary runner. So for the defense, they're often keying on the running back because he's the guy who gets the ball more often, and the fullback is the blocker. When he ends up carrying the football, that's a heck of a tendency breaker, and now you're just trying to jump on his back and hold on.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And they take possession of the football and have it at their 36-yard line. So the Patriots coming out now. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. It'll be a gain of 7, and they get it back to a 3rd and 3.
Well, there's an example of patience being rewarded. Ran the ball on first down and got stopped. Most people would scream, throw the ball here in this situation. They stayed with their roots, stayed with running the football, and they got rewarded.
3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. Brady going to throw. Looking for Amendola, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that.
Stephon Diggs. Touchdown, Vikings. Stephon Diggs, 66 yards. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And that touchdown drive happened very, very quickly. You knew that they had the quick strike ability. They showed it.
And for a defense that understands that, it still drives them crazy when it actually happens to them. Fast and furious, there came the points.
Danny Amendola on the return. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing.
Trying to squeeze it into Edelman, and it's intercepted. Terrence Newman with a pick, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Vikings holding the football, and they've got it here with a first down. They come up in an offset eye. They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. So we've got a 2nd and 5. Shift together here from the D-line.
And there's the pickup you want on first down. All offenses say, you get me 4 on first down, we'll take it. How about if you get 5? They'll really be happy.
And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down. So following the run, we'll see what they do here on third down. On the give, this is their fullback. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line.
Football's such a game of tendencies, down in distance, and on 3rd and inches, 3rd and 1, you'd think, yeah, the fullback's probably going to get the ball, but when you get to 3rd and 2, most of the time that's either the running back or a pass play. So that's a nice tendency breaker by the offensive team there. Hand it to their big guy to pick up a first down.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. They'll try to throw now. Bradford. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. On 3rd and short, going with their tight end. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4.
For the guys playing defense, this has been a really long drive, and physically, that's awfully taxing. But I think the hardest part is mentally. What do you do?
They come to 5 here at the 4. It's 1st and goal. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Jerick McKinnon, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings are able to strike for 6. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. And so we have the touchdown. Now here's Blair Walsh to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. And last time, one-play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football.
And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. But I think the Patriots are going to hang on to the football. They do. They get it back. So the offense avoids disaster, keeps possession. Now it's second down.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
On 3rd and long, it's Brady. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Looking for his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. And 4th down coming up.
You ever notice that when Tom Brady does get hit and drop to the ground, there's some guys back to him pretty quickly to check on his health, aren't there?
That's exactly right. For as much as he throws, doesn't take a lot of square shots, but took one there.
He's really smart in the pocket, isn't he? Even out of the pocket. He understands where the pressure is coming from. He senses people. You're exactly right. Doesn't take too many direct ones. But that one had to hurt.
And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. Everson Griffin. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. And now out comes Minnesota. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. Again, we'll see the pistol here. Another pistol look here. They'll try and run with McKinnon. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back to Foxborough after this. Now from back at the 5. This is 3rd and goal. Third and goal, Bradford. And he can't come up with a pick.
The name of the game is always on defense, put pressure on the quarterback. And that's exactly what they've done today. It looks like they've got him a little bit rattled. That would have been the 2nd interception in the first half.
And Walsh able to convert it as his kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. Well, the offense got the ball in a good spot, but they went nowhere. They settle for 3.
Brandon, I think it's safe to say that was a major disappointment. Had a great opportunity, excellent field position, and did not be able to move the ball at all. Big-time letdown.
Now after the made field goal, Walsh back out to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And last year that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee, and that's at the 25. Now the Patriots gearing up to go now. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held him to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Throwing is Brady on third down. And he's got an open man. It's Gronkowski. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. And quickly, they get to the line. And I put my first tally mark next to the Brady to Gronk counter here.
I think it may be the first of many because once...
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Linval Joseph forcing his way through there to drop him for a loss of a good 10 yards. Now Brady throwing on second down. And Brady going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. McKinnon looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. 2 Patriots there to bring him down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
Second down, Bradford. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. 13 catches for Diggs in Week 9. First time he's topped double digits in receptions in his short 2-year career.
And he did go for 80 yards. And I think that's going to be an interesting deal for Minnesota going forward because with the offensive line hurting and in flux a little bit, they want to throw those quick passes out to the receivers on the perimeter and hope they can break tackles and make big plays downfield. I heard a coach talk about those late in the half.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got the Knox in the house, right? And I go by the name of Wyclef. I bought the